ease your mind while we laugh and play. Here comes DJ Boo, Shaheem and Aunt Debbie. Yes, we're on our way to brighten up your day. Here we go.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shore to
Here we go, here we go. From the shore to B-Boy Show.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Be more. Asbury Park, New York. You know we got y'all. Here we go, here we go, here we go, y'all. Here we go, here we go, here we go, y'all. Here we go. What's up, everybody?
Jamming. I'm jamming.
Yes, we are jamming today. I feel good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of From the Shore to Be More. I, of course, am one of your hosts, the one, the only, Shine. Let's go.
Woo-hoo. And I'm another host. I am Deborah Secretary, also known as Aunt Debbie.
Yes, she is. And as you all know, we're usually here with our partner in crime, DJ Boom. He's going to be joining us shortly. And of course, you know we are the treacherous three of the tri-state area and the DMV. And yes, welcome back, everybody, to another great episode. And we have, as usual, another great topic for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you all back. Today, our topic is going to be loyalty, ladies and gentlemen. Loyalty. And truthfully, I don't think we could have thought of a better topic for today. It is a great subject, and we want you all to be part of the conversation. Please comment on the topic. Right on, Debbie?
I think we have some things to offer, and we'd like to hear what you have to offer. So let's make this a dialogue.
I like that. Let's definitely do that. So thanks for joining us, folks. And before we move on, I just want to mention last week's show, because that was another great conversation. We always have great conversations about alter egos, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for everyone who comment even after the show. Listen, if you want to catch that conversation and many of our other conversations, be sure to check in on our YouTube channel, everyone. Tell a friend, be sure to subscribe. Also, I got to remind you, you can listen to us too while you're having your morning coffee, and that's a beautiful thing. We hope you do, everyone. So tune in to From the Shore to Be More. Right, guys? That's right. And when I say guys, I don't just mean on Debbie and Boom. I also mean my partner in crime sitting next to me, our engineer for the day, my son, Ty Jr. Oh, yeah, let's give him a round of applause.
Yay.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Yay
right.
for Ty.
That's right. He works so hard for the show, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got his own thing going on. He'd like you all to be a part of it, everyone. But you can see him on YouTube at Otaku Everything. That's right, Junior. Go ahead and put up Otaku Everything. So if you want to talk about gaming or anime or anything like that, reach him at Otaku Anime. That's everything at Anime Cannibal on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. And he'll be sure to be waiting to hear from you. Right, Junior?
Right.
Did I do okay?
Yeah.
That was all right. All right. That was all right. Before we move on, also, I know we want to get to this topic. I just a few things I want to mention. Football is back. Can I get the big round of applause for that, Junior? Can I get the big round of applause? That's right. I just had to recognize that on Debbie. Yeah, I know. Not probably your favorite thing, but it's definitely back for the rest of us. And the Giants lost their preseason game, unfortunately. So I hope it's not going to be another sorry year. I think the Ravens lost their preseason game too. You guys down in Baltimore, you'll have to check in and let us know. But yeah, football is back, so it's good to see everybody back, Real quick, I just want to talk about donations. Keep the lights on, and I know we don't have that, Junior. I just want to mention real fast. Let's keep the lights on here From the Shore to Be More, ladies and gentlemen. You can donate. Cash App, # Cash App, From the Shore to Be More, or PayPal _ From the Shore to Be More, ladies and gentlemen, and help us keep the lights on. All right, let's get ready to get rolling on this thing. So let's keep the ball rolling. Happy birthday to all of you Leo. It's still Leo season, isn't it?
Yo,
Wow, they're ruling the day. Okay, Leo, you lions. Happy birthday to you all, and we want to
don't
celebrate.
worry, it'll be Virgo season.
Oh, I'm
soon.
so looking for. You were reading my mind. You were reading my mind. I am so looking forward to it. So everyone, look out for that one. All right, it's gonna be a party.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be a party. That's right. She already knows. But anyway, for all you lions, Debbie, is there anybody special you want to shout out today?
Yes, I would like to acknowledge Walter Thurman. You know the expression, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice? Well,
Sure do.
that's from a novel written by Mr. Thurman in 1929. And as you can
Wow.
imagine, it tells the story of a very black woman who experienced rejection and prejudice, not only from white folk, but from fairer complexioned black people.
Oh, I can believe that.
The sweeter the berry, no, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
The sweeter, beautiful, and I think most black people have definitely heard that. So happy birthday, definitely. All right, thank you, on Debbie. I so appreciate that. Real quick, I don't have one birthday to shout out today, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a big one for me. I want to say, coming up is my daughter's birthday on August 12th. Happy birthday to my daughter, Trey Asia. I'm just going to put up some pictures of me and my baby. Hold on. There we go. All right. Of me and my daughter. Hey, it's happy birthday to my daughter, Trey Asia. I tell you, man, all my kids have personalities. This will be my wild child, everyone. Yeah, real quick, just a couple more pictures. And I want to also mention this, ladies. This is the picture of all of us together. You see my son Junior standing with his sisters and my granddaughter. My daughter is serving in the United States Navy, ladies and gentlemen. And this is personal to me. She's serving right now. She's been serving for years, traveled all over the world. I'm sure most of you have heard about what's going on the naval ship, the USS Abraham Lincoln, which has been serving over in the Middle Seas. To parents like myself who have children that are serving in the military, that broke my heart to hear that those young people were going through those things on that naval ship. Now, I'm not going to get into politics. We're not talking about that today. But I just wanted to say to those families out there who have young kids, young family members who are serving on that ship, my heart goes out to you. And I just wanted to mention that because I also am the parent of someone who served this country. So shout out to all the service people. How about that? Can we do that? I just want to do that. All right, keeping it safe. All right, real quick, I got some stars, and then we're going to keep this show moving right along. Some special people I want to say happy birthday to. I want to say happy birthday to this funny guy here first. Mr. Anthony Anderson. If anybody knows Anthony Anderson, he's all over the place. August 15th was his birthday. Happy birthday to you, sir. Also, happy birthday to this beautiful young lady here. Happy birthday to Holly Berry, everybody. August 14th was her birthday, and she still looks gorgeous. Happy birthday to her. Also, another queen, real quick. Happy birthday to this queen here. Miss Angela Bassett, ladies and gentlemen. August 16th, today is her birthday. So happy birthday to her. One more, and this one is very special to me, and I'm sure it's going to be special to a lot of you. Happy birthday in heaven to Malcolm Jamal Warner, ladies and gentlemen. August 18th, 1970 was his birthday. He passed away unfortunately last year, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, on July 20th. So special happy birthday in heaven to Malcolm Jamal Warner. And he is a Jersey guy. Some of you don't know that. Born in Jersey City, New Jersey. So happy birthday to him. Rest in peace, sir. And that's my birthday shout out for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So now, to anybody celebrating a birthday today or has having a celebration of any kind in these closing days of summer, there is a way that you can add our small businesses to it, and we hope you do. This is how you can do that. Hit him with it, Junior. Reach DJ Boom and Shush Entertainment at boomsquaddjs.com. 678-334-1745 for your next big event or karaoke night. And to attend the next Silent Fitness event, be sure to reach out to Shush Entertainment, a subsidiary of D3 Lux Entertainment. Before stepping out for the night, look for the latest in women's fashion at terryscloset.com. Step into Terry's Closet and step out in style. terryscloset.com, your closet's new best friend. And reach the Boris Singletary at visioncarriers@aol.com for astrology consultations, art workshops, wedding ceremonies, and rituals. Be sure to reach out to visioncarriers@aol.com, 212-234-1329. Real quick, I just want to mention, terryscloset.com, everyone. We have an upcoming fall collection that I would just want to mention to everybody. So, for ladies, I know the weather's going to be changing soon. I feel it already. You can go soon in September and check out our fall collection. I just wanted to mention that, Tim. All right. That being said, we're going to keep this thing moving and we're going to keep the ball rolling.
You know, I guess right now we should start the show.
But I just love that beat so much. Must see TV and movies, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys got something good for me. All right, on Debbie. You been watching anything good lately?
Well, I've been watching something. I've been watching Alone in Australia. I've already been through Alone in the US, Alone in UK, and now I'm Alone in Australia, and where the people go and they're dropped off in usually wintry climate, and they have to forage for food, and they're trying to catch fish and kill the animals. And I like to watch it while I'm eating my meal.
Wow. Yeah, no, look, I can understand why it could be entertaining to watch something like that. I'm just wondering, why would people do that? That sounds like a fun thing to do?
Well, no, but it does remind me of a certain type of person who likes to conquer, because actually, they want
you can say
indigenous land, right? But some people just like that. They just like that. They like to conquer and overcome and have at it.
People on the show, any of these people on the show, I'm sorry to interrupt you, any of these people on the show have any melanin?
Well, once in the U.S. one, they dropped this black man off. They dropped him off. He saw a bear, and then he said, "Come get me." I'm talking out. I don't think he lasted a day. Okay.
Yeah, I would expect so. Yeah,
that would be me. Drop me off, and I go, "Oh my God, that's so pretty." Okay, I'm done. Come get me.
Thanks. Yeah, right. That's definitely would be me. So yeah, that sounds really entertaining. If I ever catch it, I hope I catch that particular episode. So thank you very much for that, Debbie. All right, I see people checking in. Hey everybody, thanks for checking in. Keep on checking in. Make sure you comment on the topic. All right, I just have one, and this is crazy because I caught bits and pieces of this. This was a series. All right, this series was a series that my wife and my son were watching, and it's called Twisted Metal, ladies and gentlemen. This on Peacock. And let me tell you, this is not for the faint of heart. Now, I want to just say this. My family teases me all the time, my wife and son, about watching true crime. Even though Debbie teases me all the time about watching it. But
I watch it too.
Yeah, but you don't watch it 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I stepped in and I caught my wife and my son watching this bizarre show, and they absolutely loved it. Junior, did you love that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Why did you like it so much?
Well, given how it's based off of video games.
It's based off of video games. There you go. Anime Cannibal at Work. All right, make sure you check them on YouTube. So it's based on a video game. I did not know that. I caught bits and pieces of it. I thought it was entertaining, but it is gory, ladies and gentlemen. But I do recommend it if you have time today and you're not watching us. Go check out the series, and it's called Twisted Metal, and that's on Peacock, ladies and gentlemen. That's our gifts to you guys for the day. If you're not watching us, you can go check that out. You have our permission, right, guys? All right, well, while they're doing that, let's just say this. For you guys out there, our audience who have show ideas, ideas in general that you think would be good for the show, we'd sure love to hear from you and businesses who want to support our program here. There's a way you can contact us, and this is how you can do that. Hit it, Junior. To contact us, you can reach us on our YouTube channel, where you can comment, join the show, and please don't forget to subscribe. You could also watch, like, and comment, join the show on our social media pages. Our Facebook or Instagram is at From the Shore to Be More. Our Twitter or X is at 2_Be More. And our email is fromtheshore@gmail.com. You could also call the show at 732-455-2503. If no one answers, please leave a message, and someone from the show will get back to you. And please, tell a friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for that part of the show you all been so patiently waiting for. It's time for us to jump into this topic. And I want to encourage everyone to share your experiences. Please comment on the show, all right? Loyalty, that is going to be our conversation today. I got a message from Boom on Debbie. I don't know if you saw it or not, but he sent us a message that his power is out, and he's not going to be able to get on the show. So it's up to us to carry the ball today.
All right, I'm here for it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. You scared me for a minute. All right, so again, the topic is loyalty, ladies and gentlemen. Please comment on the show. Now, loyalty is a great conversation for a number of reasons. Well, we thought it would be a great conversation for a number of reasons. Because there's a lot that can be said about loyalty. I think there might even be almost different kinds of loyalty. I think a loyalty that you might have to, say, co-workers might be different from a loyalty you might have to family members in some opinions. Loyalty is just a broad topic in general. Wouldn't you say on, Debbie?
Yes, I mean there's loyalty across organizational, familial, romantic lines. So
Right.
loyalty shows up in lots of different aspects.
Of course it does. And the word sounds so simple. Loyalty, right? You're born into a family, you expect loyalty. You work for a business, you collect a paycheck every week. There's a certain kind of loyalty, I guess, that's expected by the company. But the thing is, loyalty seems simple until it's tested. Until it's tested. That's when the fire starts. And it's tested in so many different kinds of ways. Think about it. Your loyalty can be tested in relationships, like on Debbie mentioned. I'm in a marriage. You could be somewhere out at a nightclub, event, whatever, and your loyalty could be tested. At work, your loyalty could be tested because someone from another company might want to know secrets about your company. But more importantly, friendship, gossiping. I want to, and especially with the ladies to pay attention to this. The things that you are told in secret between two people, that should be kept in secret. So sometimes when you're around other friends or other people, sometimes your loyalty can get tested in a conversation when they start asking you questions. And so that's what I mean, especially what I mean when I say there's different kinds of loyalties, right? Debbie, has your loyalty ever been tested in those ways?
I'd like to say something about you're putting it on women, like women are more inclined to gossip.
You know I'm joking.
Well, no, I don't know that. How would I know that?
Okay, well, I was joking.
Okay. Then I accept that you were joking.
Okay, yeah, of course, men gossip too. I wouldn't just.
So then I would move to say, interest. I guess loyalty isn't necessarily loyalty until it's tested, or the test can strengthen the loyalty. But as a very loyal person myself, and loyalty is part and parcel. It's one of the definitions of Taurians. I'm a Taurus. I'm an earth
Okay.
sign.
Okay.
When I commit, I stick. I don't quit
Okay.
unless, now there is an unless to the quit, but really a loyalty has to be formed on your values. And you mentioned about a company expecting loyalty from their employees, but employees really ought to expect loyalty from their employers.
They should.
Because if it's one sided, then it's not loyalty. It could be abuse.
It could be. And they should expect loyalty from their companies.
Yeah.
When I was researching, we're looking at this topic because I always dig into it a little bit. Some things came up. Now these aren't my words, but these were coming up. Loyalty as consistency, showing up when it's convenient. That's loyalty as alignment, not blind devotion, but like you said, shared values. Loyalty as truth, honesty, even when it hurts. In that capacity, I know you're loyal at that part. We're at that part. And lastly, loyalty as presence, not disappearing when the storms hit. Those are great examples of loyalty, aren't they? But not everybody's good at them, especially the showing up part. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Or, how many times have someone called you friend, whatever, middle of the night, say, broke it down, side of the highway, but a few miles away, maybe half hour, 40 minutes, maybe an hour away, and they called you. It's 1 a.m. Who getting up out of bed? Huh? Who's getting up out of bed? Now they're testing your loyalty, right?
Well, they may not need to. I mean, I want to be cautious about saying our loyalty is tested, but it's tested from our own inside. It's not necessarily tested by other people. It's
What do
like,
you mean?
in other words, a person who's stuck in the middle of the road, they're not testing my loyalty. My loyalty is tested against my own values. So this is what I do. What I would do. Fortunately, I can't drive. Nobody call me because
You'd be
I don't
stuck on the side of the road, yeah.
unless the train can get there.
Right.
But what goes on inside of me is, shoot, man, I'm
Okay.
so tired.
Okay.
But I value this friendship. I
Mm-hmm.
certainly value his safety.
Mm-hmm.
And so, therefore, even though I'm tired, I'm going to make some coffee and take him some, and I am going to go, even though it's not convenient. And even
That's
though I don't
loyalty.
feel like it. Now, there are some people who say you should only do what you feel like. Well, if I
Mm-hmm.
only did what I felt like doing, I would never wash the dishes, right? So,
Oh my.
so I don't think we can go by our
God.
feelings in that regard,
Mm-hmm.
but by our values.
Right.
Who are we? And I like the word test because sometimes we don't know who we are until there's that moment where,
Of
as
course.
you say, it's not convenient.
Of course. Of course. Now, I know the person who picks up the phone is thinking of it from one different way. But what about the person who's making that call? That call. Are they expecting a certain amount of loyalty from you? And so when you say, I just can't make it, are they wrong to get upset?
Well, first of all, we're never wrong to have feelings, right? So
Okay,
if I
fair
call
enough.
you, I say I'm on the side of the road, and you say, "Sorry, we're watching Twisted Metal, and we can't come get you." I mean, I have a right to my feelings. Um, so I'm hoping Ty would come out and get me. I have a right to my feelings, but I what this is an interesting question because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people to feel obligated to help me. I want them to help me because it is we are sharing a value.
And yeah,
Maybe, but maybe every time I've asked them for help, it's been at noon. you know, and not
It was convenient, right? It was
Mhm.
convenient,
But
right?
the one time
Of
they need
course.
me, that's when self-reflection, that's when you have to go within. But if a person says no, hopefully I have other friends in my cell phone that I can call.
Hopefully, hopefully,
Hopefully,
and I mean,
I go through all of them, and I call not, and I can't get hold. I'm going to call you again, and I'm
right.
going to say, look, um,
Come on now.
I've tried everything and I don't know what to do.
But right, and then of
And
course
and if you say, yeah, but my leg is broken and my car, then, there's always a way, but stay on the phone. Maybe you would say, you know what? I can't come, but I'll stay on the phone with you.
I'll do
You
something to
know,
try to help you out your situation.
yeah,
Whether it's I'm
yeah,
going to call you an Uber, I'm going to make sure you get
right,
home. I'm going to do
right.
something.
I'm gonna
Why?
call you an
Because I'm
Uber
loyal and I care,
and I
caring,
care. Yeah,
and
like
I
that.
I care. Now
Hmm.
that be now picture this situation now.
Hmm.
Everyone out there, and please comment on the show, ladies and gentlemen. We want to hear from you, all of you guys. You're in a fight, not us young people, obviously. Example: you're getting jumped. You're with a friend. The friend doesn't help. The friend doesn't help you. Does that mean that friend's not loyal? Wow, yeah, that's a head scratcher. Please, everyone, share your experiences. I'd like to know, and I bring that up because you might.
Well, we're loyal to
I
ourselves
I've
first,
been in that
right? So
situation.
I have to be loyal to myself. So if you're in a fight and and you're in a fight with Dracula,
You're
I'm
gonna
not going to,
jump in.
I know I'm not. I'm going to calculate that
Put up the comment.
I can't um, handle this.
Oh, you leave.
I'm going to calculate. I like what Universal Beauty says, so many ways to show up. So I'm
Yeah,
going
man.
to, but I am going to call 911. I'm not going to be one of
You gonna
those who
call
gets
now?
on the phone and records it. And I'm going to call 911 and then maybe record it for, prosecution reasons. But no, I'm not going to jump into a fight. But I have, by the way, jumped in because I'm that kind of woman, because I'm not, it's not out of loyalty, it's out of instinct. So sometimes my instinct will lead me to stand up for um, someone, and I don't have to know them. If a man and a woman are fighting in the street and I see the man is bullying the woman, um, if the woman is bullying the man, I might let that go. But if the man is, joke, if the man was bullying the woman, I do would like to think that I would step up and that the men around would step up, and it's not loyalty to the person, it's loyalty to your own principles. It's loyalty to your own ideals, and this means you have to have established them before you are in these situations where you're tested. Yeah. I don't hear you all of a sudden. I don't hear you all of a sudden.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my fault. My mic was off. I was talking to Junior. Yeah, I brought that up because I've been in those situations, and thank you, Universal Beauty, for commenting on the show. And I'm sure there are other people who've been in that situation. And yeah, I jumped in. Win or lose, we went down together. Yeah, it was like that. And it happened to me more than once. More than once. So am I loyal or crazy? I don't know, either or, but I'm just that type of person. So again, I agree with you on Debbie when you say I'll get your comments in a minute on Universal Beauty. When you say it starts with yourself, right? I'm just that kind of person. I can't sit there and watch a buddy of mine get stuck.
Mhm.
Even if I feel that he probably wouldn't even do the same thing. Huh? How many times has that happened, huh?
Yeah, it's your own principle. Again, it's not, okay, it's
Right.
not always contractual unless it's a
No.
marriage. In a
Right.
marriage, loyalty is contractual.
It's contractual.
In
Right.
business, loyalty is contractual or contractual. So I think in those cases, if it's contractual, then there's an expectation. But a lot of times, if I'm the kind of person who I do for people and I do
Win,
and I
lose, or
do
draw.
for people, and I call one of the people I do for and they go, I'm not available, I can't say, but I've done so much for you. I hope that when I do what I do it because that is my
It
those are
is.
my values. And when I learn that it is not the values of other people,
Mhm.
then I need to
Reevaluate.
renegotiate and reevaluate. Thank you. That's the perfect word.
100%.
That relationship. And I really need to look at myself, why I'm always doing.
Yeah.
Is it a
Oh
need
yeah.
to, is it people pleasing? Is it too much? Am I not
Yeah.
taking care of myself? So
Yeah.
hopefully I'm going to notice, wow, there's no fee. I'm not getting reciprocity here. And therefore I'm stepping.
So I think what you're saying is that sometimes a person can be loyal to a fault to it start to a point where it starts working negatively against their own interest or their own well-being.
Well, yeah, I like to say that I like the pureness of the word loyalty. So I
Okay.
don't want to say it's loyalty to a fault. I would prefer to say it's not loyalty. It is
Okay.
our own need to be
Attachment.
needed, our own need to be helpful, our own attachment issues.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
don't want to say loyalty is ever a bad thing. But
Mm,
I think we want to be healthily loyal. So I have an example for you. I have a brother,
okay.
elder brother, who's in a nursing home and he's living his life out there. He lives in Maryland. I live in New York City. And
Yes.
my values say that my brother should not be alone in that
Alone.
nursing
Yes.
home all
Beautiful.
the time, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I have in the past called people and tried to get them to go but
Yeah.
my sister Inez goes now. My sister Wanda has gone. But so
Hmm.
I say to myself, I am going to see him at least once a month. Sometimes I have to skip for some reason. And I'm loyal. And
Yes.
sometimes I don't feel like it. And I go,
Yes.
yeah, but you know, you want to do
You
this.
are. You are. Yeah.
I
Right.
also say to myself,
Hmm.
Deborah, there may come a time when you can't. I'm
All right.
74, right?
God bless you.
And
Yeah.
as far as I know, I got another 4 or 5 years to go, 10
Just
maybe. But
100.
when I am in my 80s,
Yes.
if I am more weak, I don't want to assume that I will be. Hopefully, I take care of myself. But if I can't, then I am not going to get on my crutches with
No.
my forehead
And
bleeding
no.
and go see him. I'm going to
No.
say to myself, it pains me not to be able to go. It is not disloyalty. It
No.
is
Because the
self.
intention is there though. Because the intention is there. You want to go because you care.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
if I
not being.
can't,
That's not being disloyal.
so I wouldn't expect
Yeah.
somebody to say, "That's your brother," and I say, "But I'm bleeding."
Yeah. Yeah.
And they go, "Well, you
Yeah.
should go anyway. That's your brother. You made a commitment." You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Um,
And I just want to say this: I know you to be a very loyal person because you've been loyal to this show for almost what 4 years now, something like that. Without earning a dime, so I know that you are a really loyal person, and thank you so very much for that. And our audience thanks you for that. And here are some more real quick loyal people.
I
I
appreciate
was
I appreciate the acknowledgement.
100%. You definitely earned it. Universal Beauty is obviously a loyal person. I know her to be because she will go win, lose, or
Mhm.
draw. My wife, Terry, says that she is also, and I know her to be a very loyal person. She is married to me. So that's good to know. That's good to hear, babe. So remain that way. All right. But yes, that's why I married you. I know you to be a very loyal person. Um, I have a list of tests though. You want to hear some of the tests, the things that can test someone's loyalty?
Okay.
This is what I found, and these are not necessarily my words. This is what I found on the world internet. Someone's success. I thought that was a really interesting one. Someone's success. Your friend say,
I don't get it.
big promotion at job, or whatever, and jealousy starts creeping in, what have you, and emotions start creeping in. It could test your loyalty to that
What do
person.
you mean? How?
Well, maybe this person's buying new cars, new houses. You start, and that jealousy starts rolling in, and now you're starting feeling like, oh, this person starts feeling like she's better than us, and yada 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 yada. And rumors start
It's
spreading and
okay.
things like that.
I want to say
Are you
it's
telling me that, or you're just saying in general?
I'm-
All right.
in general.
I
I'm
don't know.
saying, like if we do this broadcast and you get a call from NBC and they want you to, head up one of their late night
Hello.
shows, and I say, did they want me to? When you go, no, baby.
Now, you know I wouldn't do that.
Well, you had better.
You know I would not do that because I
You had
am
better.
one.
I would. If somebody contacted me and says, Deborah, we think you are so fab that we want you to do this, but we need you to be exclusive, I would say, Shaheen, I would say to them, I need to give my podcast a 2-week notice. That's loyalty.
Everybody heard that?
I am not going to turn
Everybody
it
heard that?
down out of loyalty, because if they give me the job and they are paying me 100 times more than what I get paid here, I'll say to
That's too funny.
Shaheen, but
Yeah.
baby, I will donate some money. So, but I think it's important to understand that feeling jealous is not a bad thing. It's an emotion. So you're not disloyal if you're jealous. You're disloyal if you take sugar and put it in their tank.
Yeah.
That's
You start
you're
spreading
disloyal.
nasty rumors,
You're
and so and so, this and that.
if you try to make them feel badly.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
100%.
disloyal if you say you wouldn't have had nothing if it wasn't for the fact that I turned you on to this job.
What?
The emotion of jealousy. Have we done a show on jealousy? I think we
Ooh,
have.
we probably have.
It's a emotion that tells us something about ourselves, and I don't want to
does.
call it disloyal just because we feel jealous. I think
It
it's an
does.
opportunity for us to go within and look
Yeah.
at ourselves
Well,
and try to understand what's
I
going
think I think in a scenario like that, I think the loyalty comes in the honesty. You're friends, you've known each other for a long time. It's not that this person's better than you. I think the loyalty comes in honesty about what's going on and how we feel about it, and that we're still close. We're tight. We're good. You have your
I like
success and
that.
everything.
What do you
I
mean
wish
by
it were me. I wish it were me, but I'm not going to hate the fact that it was you.
Well, I once had a friend come from Seattle, Washington. She had gotten a big inheritance and she came to New York
Ooh.
to spend it.
Ooh.
And during a time when I was likely unemployed, which is why I could spend time with her. And we would go, and she's a Leo, and she has great taste. And we would go in these stores, and she would buy stuff, and
Wow.
and I would say 3 days in, I was sick. And one of those
Yeah.
days, when she went into the store, I said, I'm going to wait outside.
Yeah.
And so she went shopping by herself. When she came out, she said, just are you feeling badly about this? And I said, yes, sister. I said, it's hard for me to look at you spending when I can't. I said, yes, it is painful. I feel jealous. So that, I own the emotion
That's right.
without judgment. And she graciously
Right.
is able to take my emotion without judging me. Well, what's
That's
wrong with
loyalty.
you? I deserve to, she said to me, oh, I understand. Are you
Yes.
jealous a little or a lot? I lied. But that broke it. That was enough, right?
But the loyalty was in the honesty that you guys had with each other,
that I had with myself. It's not honesty with her
All right.
It's honesty with myself
All right.
and trusting that I could, um, you know, s- tell the truth, and maybe she could take it well, and maybe she couldn't. It could
Yeah.
have been
Yeah.
a plunk in our relationship, but
Mm-hmm.
fortunately, she was, more mature than that, and
Right.
and she was able to understand. And by the way, I don't think that she ever bought anything from me. Like I don't think she said, "Oh, I'll buy for you." I really don't remember. Maybe she did, and I just blocked it out. But it was important for me to
Yeah.
be honest.
Right.
But I appreciate that out of
Right.
her loyalty to the friendship, that she didn't say, "Bitch, why? What do you mean
Yeah.
jealous? How could you be jealous? After all, I did that. Don't you know how
Yeah.
I haven't had money in 20 years. She
Yeah.
allowed me room to have my emotions, and that's
Right.
why I just really want to be so careful about not pinpointing a feeling of jealousy as having emotions of any kind as
Yeah.
bad. Emotions are information, and it's
Okay.
up to you to mine the emotion for the information that it has for you.
I want to talk about loyalty to self, but first I want to get through this list because I got three more I want to get through. Test, ladies and gentlemen, was how this come, where I was going. Test things that test your loyalty. Success was the one that I
Mhm.
just mentioned. This is another one. Distance, and everyone can relate to that. Distance can test loyalty, especially if you're in a relationship. We've all heard. There's been songs about, excuse me, long distance relationships. Marvin Gaye wrote a famous one, Distant Lover, Lover. I know Marvin Gaye, but you all get the, yeah, I know, but you all get the
Oh no, you did good. I was thinking you did good.
Oh, thank you very much. But distance can test loyalty. Also, truth. Truth. That's on the list. Truth can test
So what do you
loyalty. I believe
mean
that.
distance tests loyalty? What's
Uh,
being tested here?
well, I think again, these are my words. This is something I saw on the internet that the meaning was in more about
If you take
relationships.
something off the internet and you bring it to us, it's your
Yeah.
words. So you
All right. Well,
can't
then it's my
hide
words. Then
behind,
relations.
like,
What
yeah,
I
if you
what I want
don't
to say is,
understand something, don't bring it to us.
oh no, I understand it, and I bring it here because I mean what I say, and I stand behind it 100%. Distance, and I being in relationships mainly. Of course, it can test relationship, especially if you're apart
How?
for a long time. Even if you're married, it can test a relationship.
How? How does
Easy.
distance, you need to spell it out?
Well, I
You
think
need
people
to
get it, but I
say
will spell it out for those of you who don't get
textually,
it. For instance, I'll give you an example.
if you're
Simple as that.
what?
And for those who don't understand, I'll give an example. Simple as this. If you're married and you have a job where you have to travel a lot, and I know people like that because I know truck drivers, it tests your loyalty to your marriage. It does.
You mean how? You mean because you might
Because there are things that there's things
somebody
that are going to be
else
pulled. There's
that
going
you
to be
may not
things that you're going to look for that's going to fill that void. They're going to
like
try to
sex
fill
with
that void.
somebody else? Can we be
That could
specific?
be
Like,
one. That could
okay,
be
what's
one. I
enough?
think that's pretty. It's pretty obvious. That could be one. Emotional, whatever attachment you might need at that moment. It could be either or, but it tests your loyalty to
Or the
the
fact
person
that
that you're with in a
or the
relationship.
fact that you're so happy to be out of town that you forget to call your partner. Like you're like, "Ooh, I'm having a good time out here." And could one feel disloyal because one is enjoying themselves not being with the partner?
That happened to you?
No.
No. Oh, okay. No, because I was wondering why you mentioned that, but that's a good one.
Well,
I didn't think of that one.
because when you say it tests my sense of communication may not be
Okay.
yours, is you have to say what you mean. You throw out an idea and people could fill in, but why does distance, like one of the things that I might think of is my friend that I just spoke to you is still in Seattle, Washington, and
Okay.
now she's 86. I'm 74, and sometimes loyalty means that, and it's distance. Loyalty means that I remember to call her, and she is a little unsteady, and so she can't dial the phone. So
Mhm.
my loyalty to the relationship means that I have to remember to call her. Sometimes I don't want to call. I might not want to call her because it's difficult to talk with her because I don't hear her, or because, what do I say? So, what party are you going to next week? She ain't going to one. You know what I mean? So in
Okay.
that sense, it's a distance in my relationships, and I have several friends like that who are in other states. And loyalty means that I might want to call them, or rather than just forget all about them because they are so far away. But if I
Well,
say, Kinga and I have been, and this is a real person in my life,
okay.
Kinga and I have been friends since high school. That means we were teenagers together. And
Okay.
now we're both in our 70s. In
Right.
order to remain, I can let that friendship go because she's in Las Vegas, or I could be loyal to the relationship and make sure I keep up with her.
Okay.
But I'm not obligated. It's not an obligation.
No, 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 no. All right, so I see what you're saying. I was thinking of it more of a romantic situation, but that's a different situation. All right, thanks for that. I didn't think of it that way. Here's another one.
But let's not move off the sex so fast, because
All right,
it was
what's up?
part of our sexual desires are primitive, right? And the consciousness has to rise above the primitive emotions.
Well, you would
And
hope.
so, well, we would hope, but it's not always so easy.
No.
When whenever I would change boyfriends, I would go, huh, oh, thank God, now I have a new wardrobe, because my old boyfriend's been looking at my same clothing for 20 years. I'm not always in a position or inclined to change my outfit. So it's
I
like,
hear what you're
oh,
saying.
so now you're showing up, and you're showing up in that suit that you look good in,
Oh
that
wow.
you've been looking good in for 10 years, and your wife goes, yeah, yeah, oh, you look nice, baby. But somebody else goes, whoa, man, what a man you are. Your muscles are showing, and it feeds your ego. And you
Right.
need that. So I think we, we want to have, I would initiate my agreement with my wife. I'm going, or my husband in my case, if I have one. I'm
Right, right.
going away, and and I'm planning on enjoying myself, but I will call you when I get back to my hotel room. And if for some reason some people say, hey, let's go have some drinks, I would say, let me call my husband first and let him know. Hey, babe, we decided to go. I'm going to
To
handle
go
it. I'm going
right.
to be in conversation. I'm not just going to. And if it comes up that somebody slithers toward me, and
Yes, Slithers.
well, usually I do
All
the
right.
slithering, but somebody slithers before me and says something that, makes me want to go with them. Yes, I am going to have to negotiate my own emotions, and hopefully I have articulated clear enough values that
Right.
my values can help me make the right decision.
Right. I'm sorry, that I'm busy. Yeah, I gotta wait for the comments. Junior stepped away, ladies and gentlemen, so I missed them all. I'm sorry, everybody. Keep
Um,
commenting on the show. I'm trying to work with you guys as
yeah,
best I can. I should have let Junior go. Well, he'll have to stay later next time, but that's it. Keep commenting. We sure appreciate it. Uh, yeah, yeah, I get that part. And when you're away from someone, you want to make sure you try to maintain the same values that you left with. But it's not always easy. And again, when I brought that up, I meant it from the romantic, looking at it from the romantic side. But you gave me another way of looking at it, and I can appreciate that, for sure, Debbie. Um, this was
well,
the
that's
last.
that's why you hired me.
That is, that is. Thank you. Number 4 and last, ladies and gentlemen, loyalty to yourself. and you've mentioned that several times. Conflicts with when some loyalty to yourself conflicts with loyalty to others, that can test your loyalties for sure. You know, you think a certain way, you were brought up a certain way, you have certain values, and your friend or whatever, someone you ends up in a situation that kind of conflicts with you believe, it can test your loyalty, right, on Debbie?
Well, what you inspired me to know or to look at is loyalty is always loyalty to the self. It's always loyalty to our own values. I
First.
cannot be I don't want to ask myself to be loyal. Like I won't say, well, I'm loyal to the show, let's say. But primarily I'm loyal to my own values. Right. So
Right.
it's always so yes, and if I can't, like, if I get a call from NBC, CBS, PBS,
Mhm.
um, my values say that my fun, my career, my well-being comes first. It's always first, and
Yeah.
that's going to help me to be loyal to the show or loyal to NBC when they call me.
And they'll be
Own,
calling soon.
own Oprah's network.
The OWN network, I'm sure they'll be calling soon on Debbie. I'm sure they'll be calling soon. Yeah, loyalty to yourself is so very important. That's something that I had to learn myself in my life. You know, we try so hard to fit in sometimes. You know, we end up being loyal to the wrong people, the wrong things, and everything. When listen, there's certain
Mhm.
things that you get involved in. You can say to yourself that that ain't you. Why are you doing this? I mean, it's so important to be loyal to who you are. You know,
Mhm.
it's hard to be. I mean, what I mean is like you start when you're not loyal to yourself, it doesn't feel good. That's what I mean to say. You're not yourself. You're not honest with yourself in a way, and
Right.
so right, and so
That's
it
right.
does not
Yeah.
feel good. You feel
If
so
you're
much
not
better.
loyal to yourself, you're not loyal. You're a
You're not.
fool.
I think
Um,
so. I
yeah.
think so. Definitely.
Yeah. But at the same time, we want to encourage people who are loyal because we don't want to jump at the first inconvenience. You know, so
Right.
what happens with me
Okay.
in doing the show is sometimes something comes up and I go, I have to travel, let's say, and I go, well, I could bring my laptop. Like I don't just say, well, I'm gonna be there. Hey, Bunny. Um, so glad to see you. Loyalty to family. I was delayed in watching today, but
Oh,
what
that's good.
Deborah just said is so perfect. We are loyal to our own values first. Thank you for chiming in,
Thanks for chiming in for sure. For sure.
Bunny.
100%.
So it is my values or my loyalty to myself that's going to help me to know when I'm going too far. If I'm
Yeah.
going, if somebody
Yeah.
is leading me away from my core
Yes.
values, then it's up to me to go, oh no, my core values are, and this person obviously has different core values, and
Yes.
our core values clash.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going
Unfortunately.
to either have a dialogue and maybe we can both modify, or I'll go it alone. That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. Like that.
Yeah. Well, that was beautifully sung. Debbie.
And if
I was
there's
gonna.
any producers who are listening,
There you go. There you go.
I'm willing
She's
to
ready.
cut the record.
You already heard her say she'd leave the show in a heartbeat. So there you go, everybody. There
Ooh.
you go. But listen, I was gonna have my a friend of mine, Angela, on the show for this topic. She couldn't make it unfortunately because she's a politician, ladies and gentlemen, and she's running for office again. And she was talking about the issues that she was having, not only with her own party, but with the city government that she's running in. And loyalty came up. How loyal to a party? How loyal to the people that you're elected to serve? It was so much. I mean, and she had a lot to say. So I got to make sure one day I get her back on the show. But that was such interesting the play on politics because most politics. I don't want to use a broad brush because I don't know every politician across, but most politicians don't seem to lose themselves and aren't loyal to their constituents once they get there and start becoming part of that system, and that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Listen, if you know any loyal politicians out there, please tell me, because honestly, I don't think I know any. I don't think I know any,
Yeah.
and that's very unfortunate. We'd be a much better country if we had a loyal system.
Well, when we interview for jobs and the people ask us questions, we sell
Ooh,
ourselves.
yeah,
And, and then we get on the job and they say, well, what about your
yeah,
attendance? We go, I'm never absent. And we get on the job and 3 month probation pass. And right away, we're like, I got sick time, right?
yeah,
Can
yeah,
I
yeah.
take it?
Okay, okay,
So yeah, it is, sometimes when we want to win and we want to get something, we'll say whatever we say. But then once we get there, we go, oh my God, I said yes to something that is impossible. I would hope politicians would say, I have to modify that, can't that promise that I made to you when I was campaigning.
yeah,
We're going to do this. I know I said no more war,
yeah.
but
Thank you for that.
this came up and I really, and I think people would be more responsive to the politician or the a person who says, I know I said I could. Buddy, I
Honesty.
know I said I would come to your house and make you dinner. However, when I made that commitment, I forgot the fact that I can't cook, but
Honesty.
I order food.
Honesty. That's all I think people are looking for. I mean, be loyal to us to the point where you can at least be honest with us. I think so many politicians start off with the right idea, but then lose a part of themselves along the way. Unfortunately, that's just part of the business, I guess. But
And what about marriage? Many people,
mhm.
when they are gung ho, you read those vows, and they go, "I will love you forever. You my ride and die till
Ride and
death
die.
do us part." And then it sometimes in 3 months will fall apart because they hadn't considered all of the factors. What you have to think about what to death. You have to have really thought
That's a
about that
long time.
and
That's a
really
long
gone
time.
into that
That's a
and
long
really
time.
assess your capacity. However, I think if those are your vows, I admire the person who is devoted to that. Although, but let us, and this is going to be my final comment before you ask them.
Okay, sure.
Let us not confuse loyalty with love. If we decide that we can't deal with our loved one, let's say we can't deal with them at home, and we have to have them go into a nursing home or another family member,
Yeah.
we wanna say, I still love you, but
100%.
till death do us part doesn't mean that I have to end my own life and
No.
suffer exponentially for this contract. But what it means is that we want to find creative solutions so that the person who is doing the caretaking, like I am in my life, that the person who's doing the caretaking can also take care of themselves. And sometimes
Right.
I have to say, and I have said, no, I can't go. But I might call someone and see if they can go in my place.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for that. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to start wrapping up, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to let you get to your Sunday. I just want to say this, and then I'll start closing out. Beware. Know the difference between loyalty and attachment. That's all I want to say, everybody. I think attachment says, I need you, where loyalty says, I choose you. How about that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start wrapping up the show. I just want to say, for everything going on in Shyheim World, you can find it at therealshyheim.com. For those looking for the latest in summer wear or our upcoming fall collection, be sure to shop at Terry's Closet And look for Junior at Otaku Everything on YouTube, everybody. Also look for Old Debbie too. How about that? All right, everybody, we're going to let you go to get to your Sunday because we want to go get to ours. We hope you enjoyed the show. We love having you with us. We want you to come back next week for another episode of From the Shore to Be More. Goodbye, everybody. We will see you next week.
A lovely day.